line of attack is you don't want to leave any part on the line. You have to move totally off the line. And the other thing you want to do is keep everything on the center, off the line, on center. Off the line, and the first one you want everything on your center line. Off the line completely and maintain your center line. Off the line completely and maintain your, as it relates to your opponent's position. Off the line, on your center line, as it relates to your opponent's position. Some people are hanging on the line. Some people are kind of hanging on the line. So you gotta get off the line, on your center, as it relates to his position. Okay? There's a basic. Off the line, on center, his position. Okay, try it again. Off the line, on center, and then all goes well, his balance should be compromised as a result of this opening. He's missed the target. He's focused on the target. If he gets it, that stabilizes his form. He's successful. He comes with the shoulder, he hits the target, that stabilizes. He misses, and he's unstable. So off the line, on center, he's unstable. That's the most of the battle. Off the line, on center. Then almost doesn't matter. So whatever you want. Start with the reading on it if something happens. That's cool. So the reason why his throw is effortless is because he's grossly compromised by the time of throw. You need to set that scenario up. So off the line, on the center. Alright, so don't micromanage point of contact. Right? You don't want to micromanage this, and then you lose all this. This is not as important as it looks. Alright, pick your gaze up. One standard there. And maybe use the stepping forward, stepping back, and stepping forward again. And if you are, that's fine. But you might want to try 1, 2, and then you rotate. So the tight spot is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Don't be upset if you don't get it. Whatever reason is, it took me 6, 7 years to get this. Like, but it's pretty simple, actually. I just overcomplicated it like I do most things. block is
go, and here
lean,
I go, Sam.
hang on, pivot,
Is Rocky hungry?
270.
He doesn't want to eat. Ew.
Lean, hang on, pivot.
Only four, but I know where that guy is. I know him. Sam, are you going to sell more fortune tellers of books?
My opinion is that Aikido is basically an empty-hand sword art. And if you want to practice to be really complete and full and understand the root of the movement, you need to do a lot of both.
What if I take one bite?
Mine does we both in just about every class. When you look at the movement, the Tai Sabaki, as Osensei developed it from Kenjutsu, to hand to hand. Okay? We don't have enough focus to do this, but after class you might want to take 5 minutes and try to do this. So the Tai Sabaki, and it didn't take me 7 years to get it. I embellish that or carry the background. I don't exaggerate, I don't lie. I don't exaggerate, but I am one hell of an embellisher. So it wasn't 7 years, but it was a long time. I just couldn't get it. It's just like a brain.
That's not mountain. That's Donkey Kong.
But the movement is 1, 2. That's the movement.
For next class. Don't rummage through my things. Are you saying for next class?
It's for 2 attacks.
I say for next class.
You have 2 attacks. One's here, and the buddy's over there. You come in here, you cut him down, you take him out, here comes the buddy. Boom, and you take the other thing.
It's here.
That's the root of the movement.
And it's here. For the next class? Yes. Are you sitting for the next class? I guess. I found a mousetrap.
So if you examine the Tai Sabaki as a Kenjutsu, you look at the hand-to-hand application, it should really match. And then, in this particular case, what really catapults your practice is the commitment to the rotation of the hip during the execution of the throw. If you're not using your hips, this isn't going to work.
He put it on a piece of paper.
From here,
Well, he put it on a piece of paper.
rotate the hips.
Hey, wait a minute.
Rotate the hips. All right, go try again. He steps back. He steps back, rotates here. So the Aikikai line. Good, good. So the Aikikai line, we're examining these techniques together. It's a mutual cooperation. It's inherent in the philosophy of the art. So we're examining these techniques in mutual cooperation. So I'm going to help him find a technique by liberating myself, following the lead, and just experiencing the moment. So when he steps, one, two. The second step starts the rotation. So on the second step, on your Aikikai, you got to help out. Nage is not going to okay? In which case, it's not so bad for Nage because you can terminate it and you can kill it from where it is. So it's not Nage's problem. Okay? So from here, when he takes a step back with the second foot and goes into the rotation, you got it. Go with it. Here, follow the cut line. Okay, the cut line is here. That's the cut line, which is the flight of uke, which is the initial cut, which is the initial cut of the first attack. That's the initial cut of the first attack. Here comes his buddy from the bushes, and you turn. Make sure this is back there. Okay, so the flight of uke is the initial cut. And then the throw is taking out the second opponent. So in this case, now we have to here. Alright, let's try it. It's a complete analysis of the event. It's practicing with the Boken. What it really does is it validates instruction. Because I can do this in the Boken, and it's a completely different event if somebody's 6'3", 240 pounds of tap. There's a difference in the segue from the Boken to hand to hand. So what happens is, if you're practicing your Boken adequately and frequently, okay, it's just like any sport. There's a certain amount of muscle memory that's involved in, solidifying the structure in a very integrated and balanced way. So the Boken work is really, locks in the integrity of the structure. And then your breath. If you're not working, if you're not conscious of your breath, there's a thing called rising action and falling action, and that goes with your breath. Rising action, inhale, we do the breathing exercise. There's a rising action on the inhalation, falling action on the exhalation. And generally speaking, the rising action happens as the attack comes in, falling action, rising and falling. So on this technique, you have rising action on the cut, falling action on the cut and time, rising action and an inhalation as you prepare for the final cut, and falling action and an exhalation. You have structural integrity, conscious awareness, breath, focusing power, keeping structure in the life. You have inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Rising action, falling action, rising action, falling action. In, out, rise, fall, rise. Of course, you have additional variables. He has height, he has weight,